Today we are making one of the most satisfying breads you would have ever baked, focaccia. You're with Wendy and Shannon. It's golden, fluffy, topped with olive oil, olives and herbs. If you've never made bread before, this is the perfect place to start. We're going to start by making the dough, and the dough requires just a few simple ingredients. We're going to go in with 2.5 cups of lukewarm water, and you want the temperature somewhere between 80 and 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And to that, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons, which is 7 grams of instant yeast, or you could also use the dry active yeast. We're just going to give it a quick stir till the sugar dissolves. Now, if you're using the active dry yeast, make sure that you activate the yeast before you use it. Now, we're also going to add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. We're just going to give it a quick whisk, but the two are not going to blend together because oil and water don't mix. We're going to keep this aside while we mix up the dry ingredients. We're going to go in with 5 cups, which is 640 grams of bread flour, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of salt to this. Now quickly we're going to give this a whisk so that the salt and the flour blend together. You could also use all-purpose flour or the Italian 00 flour. Your best choice is to go in with any flour that has a protein content of 12% or higher. Now we're going to toss the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, and using a strong ladle and your muscles, you're going to mix it together till all the dry ingredients has got absorbed by the wet ingredients and you don't find any lumps of flour left behind in the bowl. Now this is what you're looking for, a nice sticky mess. Now depending upon which flour you're using, the water might differ, so you're going to have to go by eye and look for the consistency when adding the water. Okay, we're going to grab the bowl in which we had mixed the dry ingredients and drizzle some olive oil at the bottom of it. Just going to swirl that a bit so that the base gets coated with the olive oil. And we're going to swirl it around a bit. We're looking here to coat the bowl so that the dough does not stick to it. We're going to scrape down the dough from this bowl. Make sure we get everything out as much as we can. And we're going to put it into the bowl with the olive oil. This plastic bench scraper is a really handy tool because it curves and you're able to scrape down everything from the bowl. Focaccia bread loves olive oil, so we're going to pour some more on the top, and I poured all together about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And now with my clean fingers, I'm going to just dab that olive oil all across the dough on the top. And now we're going to put this into the refrigerator. And you can refrigerate it for 12 hours, 24 hours, or even 36 hours. So it's a great prep ahead bread. This overnight no knead focaccia is really good because the fermentation that happens in the refrigerator overnight helps to develop the complex flavors in the dough. And it also helps to give that bubbly structure to the bread. I've lined a 9 by 13 inch baking tray with some parchment paper, but you could always skip this step of the parchment paper. And we're going to drizzle on some more olive oil at the bottom. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just going to spread it around and make sure that the entire bottom has got coated with the olive oil. Just a little bit on the sides as well. The olive oil is going to help us get that nice crispy bottom and sides. It also adds a lot of flavor to the focaccia bread. Now we're just going to get that out of the bowl and into the tray. I'm going to use a handy dandy scraper and get it all out. And now we're going to do 1 stretch and fold this side as well, and do 1 stretch and fold. We're going to turn it and give it another stretch and fold. And now we're going to do the 4th stretch and fold. And once you've done it on all sides, you're gently going to flip it over so that you get the smooth side up. And now we're going to press it down just a little bit to stretch it out. The dough is going to have a tendency to pull back. There's nothing to worry about. We're going to cover it up and keep it in a warm place for approximately an hour to an hour and a half till it stretches out to the entire length of the tray. I'm just going to put a plastic wrap over that. And then we're going to top that with another kitchen towel. And I'm going to place this in my oven without putting it on, but only switching on the light. because we need to put it in a nice warm place. Now that the dough has got a chance to relax, it's time for the fun part, dimpling the dough. We're first going to drizzle a little olive oil on the dough and then generously oil our hands before we start pressing our fingers down into the dough to create those classic focaccia dimples. Simple, right? This is so satisfying and fun. Now you can top it with whatever you like, but today I'm going in with the classic, olives and rosemary. But you can always go in with cherry tomatoes, garlic, roasted peppers. You can also make a sweet focaccia bread. Comment down below if you have any ideas of sweet focaccia bread that you would like me to show you. Now into our preheated oven at 430 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius. We're going to bake it on the lowest rack for about 20 to 25 minutes until the top and the bottom get a lovely golden color. As soon as it comes out of the oven, you're going to hit it with some flaky sea salt. And this, my friends, is a game changer. And just see how crispy the top is. And look at those little bubbles. Now we're going to allow it to cool for about 2 minutes in the tray. Then we're going to remove it and let it cool a little more on a wire rack before we cut it and enjoy it. We've got a perfect crisp and golden color on the top, at the sides, and even at the bottom. Now let's cut into the bread. Wow, I cannot wait. Now take a look at that. Perfect. And just look how soft it is. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Focaccia bread can be enjoyed by itself. Just dip it in some good quality olive oil with some balsamic vinegar in it. Oh mama, this is going to be yum. And now let me show you how to make a delicious sandwich like the one we ate in Italy. So we're first going to spread on some pesto. And you're going to be pretty generous here. And then we're going to go in with some fresh mozzarella slices. And these come in little round balls, and then you've got to cut them. This is going to be so delicious, this sandwich. We're going to top that with some sliced tomatoes. We're going to hit that with a little salt and freshly ground black pepper. Now we're going to put some baby arugula on the top. And now we're going to put a generous layer of mortadella that is studded with pistachios. It's nice to give it a little fold before you place it in the sandwich. You could also put prosciutto if you wanted in the sandwich. And for good measure, we're going to add one more slice in the center. Now let's cover up our sandwich. Wow, look at that. And here's a little trick we learned in Italy. Wrap up the sandwich, then cut it with a serrated knife so you get a clean cut and everything stays where it has to. And now it's time to give our focaccia bread a taste. Wow, I'm really excited. I've already cut a slice and I'm going to dip it in the olive oil. Look at that. Ooh. It's so good I cannot stop. Wow, this focaccia bread is so tasty and delicious that you're going to want to try this one. And you got to try it for any barbecue or picnic this summer. You can make sandwiches of it, and when your friends and family enjoy it, tell them that you got the recipe from With Wendy and Shannon, and that they've got to follow us because that's one place where they're sure to get a no-fail recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.